This is 3377 Norwood. We're doing a couple different things here. I'm going to have the plant order from Landscape Supply because it's sort of complicated. And so she has the drawing, and you're going to work with her. Her name is Felicia, and you're going to work with her as to where to plant these items. But here we're removing this magnolia, and there's going to be a small pyramidal boxwood planted here. We're removing this spruce. We're going to plant a queen crimson Japanese maple here. In this area, there's going to be 5 24-inch boxwoods, and she'll show you kind of, I think she wants them to like kind of arc through here. And then there's going to be 5 cone flowers planted over here. Then there's going to be aluminum edging, and she may want to reduce the size of this bed. You'll have to draw paint lines. You're gonna have to work with her to get the shape of the beds done. And anywhere that there is not in bronze edging, and anywhere that there is dirt spots in front of the edging will be sod, and that's including here. And we also want to close the gap under the fence to a 1/2 inch. So anywhere there's a gap, you'll have to bring in topsoil. All the plants are to be planted in compost dirt, so you might as well bring composted dirt, to close the gaps too, because why, who cares? There's going to be a pink flowering dogwood planted here. Make sure you get enough space away from all the fencing and plant it in a good spot. And then we're going to edge this with bronze edge. We're going to cut a strip of sod out against the fence, and anywhere there's not the proper gap under the fence, we're going to close the gap. So if you have to come out further than a strip of sod, you can do that too. The main issue is right here. It looks fine through here, and here she's going to take certain things out, move certain things around, and move other things around. And she has certain things she really likes and other things she doesn't. So work with her to plant this area. We're going to be putting edging in this area, so work with her for the shape of the bed. And we're going to be planting 3 boxwoods and 3 autumn joy sedums over here, and move some of this stuff around, and I think transplant the sedums into a better spot. And then with the patio, we are going to, so this is handy wall, or at least it's something like handy wall. So I'll take a picture of this. We need to find a couple blocks, and then we need to take these blocks and shift them and tighten them up. Tighten this whole row up so you can kind of see these gaps here. And when you get one final gap, like this one here, you're gonna take a block and cut it in. And probably the more appropriate thing to do, other than, so you got this gap over here too, you kind of want to press them together and like make this gap wider, and then cut something in. But if it's just a wedge like that, the more appropriate thing to do is cut this block in half and then cut in a bigger, like, so that you got 2 blocks that are similar in size rather than just one tiny block. You got a big gap here, just try to close it up, and where you're only having to make 1 cut per step. But this is the only thing we're lifting up, this soldier course here, and we're gonna get it so it's not a trip hazard. The whole thing is to be pressure washed. We're gonna fix this spot here. We're changing in like around 40 feet of this edge restraint, but this edge right here, about right here ish, we're gonna cut a line straight across, and it looks like 4 feet of the patio or so. We're gonna pull up, we're gonna screed new sand, and we're gonna elevate it so that it's not like it is now. And then we're gonna pressure wash the whole thing and resand the whole thing. So yep, that should be the whole job. Okay.